Oh, hey there, ladies and germs. Elton McFall here, also known as you know what. I'm not going to say it. It's in my username. There's a nice looking Mustang, circa 2005, 6, 7, 8, something like that. Yeah, man. And we are at the beginning and the end of Rue Saint-Laurent, aka St. Lawrence Street. So this is the beginning and end, and that's looking south. And that goes all the way to old Montreal, down the Vieux-Port de Montréal. Now take a look at this beauty over here, which is being renovated. Now that's some justified construction. I have no problem with that, because that is a question of preserving history. And as a matter of fact, there's a little placard over here, which probably makes this a landmark. Let's see here. It says, Maison Georges Lebel. Cette maison a été construite, année de construction 1913, 1913. Anyway, whatever. The guy had a lot of money. You weren't broke ass if you had a house like that, let me tell you. My God, look at the ornate detail all around the balcony there. It's just gorgeous. If I ever have a home like that, I've like really struck it rich, you know. Probably not by YouTubing, more of as an artist. Anyway, so the reason why I'm actually doing this is because one of you guys had reminded me recently that you had asked me last summer, to do a video on this part of the street here in the Ahuntsic sector. Cartierville, Ahuntsic, and I totally forgot about it. I mean, I get so many comments from people, I can't possibly remember everything. And as a matter of fact, there's another guy twice who also asked me to do a walking video on Jean Talon in the Maghreb section. So I guess I probably should get to that one day, but at least I remembered you there, guy, whatever your name is, to do this part here. And I really do love this right here, Gouin Boulevard. This is one of our longest streets in the city, running east to west on every tip of the island, the eastern tip, western tip, going all the way to the West Island, or as I jokingly call it, the Waste Island. I'm glad the sun came back out, because there's a chance of showers and a thunderstorm today, and it's getting closer to 2 p.m. I think. Today being, I think we're the 14th. I better check actually, because the last walking video I did, I just assumed it was the 14th. So let's see here. No, sorry, the 13th, pardon my French, and it's 1400 hours and 10 minutes. And that part, of course, of Gouin goes towards Montreal Nord, Montreal North, St. Leonard, RDP, and all that jazz. Now I gotta remind myself to move here slowly, because I bought these shoes a couple of weeks ago from Winners. I don't think I'm ever gonna buy shoes again from Winners. I mean, like $57 tax in, and I have arthritis in my my left foot, so my toe is like hurting me. And it sucks big time. Look, even areas like this is graffiti. I mean, it's enough said, eh? Look at the color on that Volkswagen. I don't care about those cars at all. I don't like them, but that's a cool color, a very old school root beer color, you know. So I don't know how far I'm going to make this video. Maybe until Fleury, Soriol, I don't know, something like that. I'll try to take my time. Something I've never been good at in the past. So another, of course, thing that's cool about making a video in all these old sections of the cities that most people wouldn't do videos of probably, is that some of you lived around here, or you came to visit somebody who lived here, you know what I mean? And I personally have been coming through this area for like, oh man, probably since the 90s, I think. Probably even more than that, actually. And I can tell you right now, see, at the light over there coming up, that's St. Laurent Street. Let's actually zoom in on that. And somewhere between here and there... Oh, no way. Shit. Ah, shoot! Just missed him responding. It was a Montreal Fire Department rescue unit. Oh well. Because the fire station's right nearby. On La Jeunesse. I don't know why I'm doubtful about that. I guess I'm getting forgetful of my old age. And what was I talking about? So yeah, somewhere parked here between here and there was this beautiful dark green 77 Mercury Marquis coupe, just exactly like the type Uncle Buck drove, you know, which I'm a big fan of that movie. And John Candy, of course, one of the classiest Canadians and funniest Canadian that ever lived. I'm a big fan of Dan Aykroyd, but he wasn't as funny as Dan Aykroyd was not as funny as John Candy. You know. What's that? Yeah, see, once again, Porsche, it's a nice car. Bad color. The guy had that look there with his hand in his face going, I don't know. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait ce gars-là pour là? So this part of town, it is part of Ville Saint-Laurent. So there's a very high population of Arabic people, Lebanese and whatnot, like 80%, and the rest I would say is mostly, you know, Quebecois, French Quebecois, and the like, and you know, they're, and of course, you know, this area is not particularly poor, especially when you get closer to Gouin, because the St. Lawrence River is over there, or should I say Lac St. Louis. Oh shit! Well, there you have it. I forgot all train of thought I was talking about. I just filmed a ladder truck responding, so I missed that rescue unit and I got the ladder. The reason why I stopped recording is because these types of things I keep separate. Any vehicles that I film are usually separate to go with my other series, such as my series of emergency vehicles responding. You know, I'll take a bunch of clips I've seen, let's say from a week, and put it all together, and there you have it. Makes for a pretty cool video. So yeah, well, I think what I'll do though, as I did before, is I'm going to stop here at Henri Bourassa, coming up here, and you know, I see a lot of responses around here, so I'm going to wait a few minutes, see if I can catch anything else, ambulance, police, whatever. Hey, there's a tourist there. I'm not going to say it's an ex-police because it... Oh, yeah. There's some modernization there, eh? This is the second walking video I do today. The other one was on Rue Outremont. Look at that, New Jersey. How'd you get in here? It must be for family health reasons or something, eh? That reminds me, I saw Tom Green. He filmed a video. He went back to Ottawa. Tom Green there. And yeah, that was cool to see that. Good for you. I think you probably, maybe you had a family emergency, you know. But good. There's another one who's gonna fucking kill himself right there. It becomes a statistic. But anyway, Casa Vertudos. This place has been here a long time. I mean, like, oh, non-scrap. Yeah, what looks even older than this Greek restaurant is that I didn't even notice that sign there, Borough Ahuntsic. That's an oldie right there, man. I just got two fire trucks responding here, so I'm just waiting a little bit longer, see if some other emergency vehicle pop on by there. I'm standing here, you know, taking a few deep breaths here, and I'm like, what is this additional pole they have here with that sign? What's that all about? That's what I like about you guys. Are loyal. You watch, you inform me, you inform everybody else. And I just saw a Ford Taurus ex-police go by. It was a taxi. The clouds are really getting interesting, I have to say. Very interesting. To the east. And now to the west. The west is the best. Yeah. Heading south on Saint Laurent, or as the Anglos call it, St. Lawrence Street. Which is probably incorrect. But then again, Montreal, that's what I took it. This piece of shit right here, just like that. Piece of garbage. I mean, the guy steps on the brakes and you like lunge forward like much more than you're supposed to. It's very unnerving, very irritating. The STM has done an excellent job as get under my fucking skin for the past 10 years, not more than 10 years, sorry, 12 years with this junk. 12 fucking years. Now for you old car lovers like me, and for a little treat here, there's a nice oldie parked up here. Maybe you could even see it by now. Might have to come back here one day to see if there's a vintage elevator if I could film. Sorry, a couple of oldies, pardon me. Check out this old Ford Econoline, probably 80s, is parked here. Never seems to move. There's a nice town car parked next to it too from the 90s, which looks like one that I might have filmed in St. Leo a couple of years ago. Man, that Econoline is freaking nice, man. Look at that. Looks like it's a camper deal kind of, eh? Oh yeah. Look at that dented dog dish hubcap. Holy mackerel. Extended body. I like it. I love that green on there. There's that town car. Yeah, man. Yeah, she's probably hiding some gremlins. Look how clean this car is. This looks like a Jack Nicklaus edition that I filmed in St. Leo a few years ago, but the roof is not dented, so it's probably not the same one. Right on, it's got that nice deluxe chrome on the wheel wells. And then you got a garderie here. Garderie is French for daycare. I like all them colors right on. I think Ronald McDonald would have liked that thing. Right on there. I remember I looked at an apartment one time, I think over here once, many moons ago. Many moons ago. I think that's a funeral parlor there, coming up with the time on there. But again, like I said, I'm not going to make this too long because I did walk quite a bit earlier and my heart is bugging me a little bit. So every time I think my pericarditis is over with and healed, it's fucked again. It's I've become fragile in my older age. I hate to admit it. You know. Look at that, 14:27, 2 o'clock, 2:27. Look at that, 24 degrees. It says. Holy cow! Is it really 24 degrees? Really? I don't know if it feels like 24 degrees. And I'm not saying it isn't. I don't know. It just. I think with the sun, it feels like 24 degrees. You know, are those guys following me? You see? Pâtisserie means bakery. Bakery, pâtisserie, there you go. Ooh, pain chaud means warm bread. Yeah, who doesn't like warm bread? I'm going to let these guys go by because I don't like people walking behind me and I don't like walking behind people. So, there you go. Look at that bright red on that Ford. I like that. Like the old fucking red on the old fire trucks. Speaking of cool things, look at that, eh? Like that, those round windows. This looks like a fucking mafioso type of place here. Maybe it is or was. Oh man, I just reminded myself I got some bad news from Julian. I don't know where he got this fucking shit. Oh my god, I was very sorry to hear this, to read this, and it kind of surprised me, it kind of doesn't, but it looks like Greyhound Canada is not going to exist anymore. They're ceasing all operations across the country. Very sorry to say, for somebody who used it for their buses for years. That's what it's come to. I mean, Jesus Christ, they couldn't like have half a bus full of people or something like that, like with, you know, people wearing masks. I mean, I don't understand. Why can't you do that, you know? What, they couldn't, I mean, what, they're not making as much money if their buses are half full? Is that it? It's the only way I can figure it out. Man, oh man, we are doomed. It's just hard to see the end, the light at the end of the tunnel, for Christ's sake. Look at this building. What the fuck is this? There used to be an entrance here. What is this? Is this some sort of a front or something? Like a... That Provigo, that's been there a long time. I remember I took a picture of a 74 or 5 Buick Electric Coupe here. It was white though, it was not the best color. I wonder what happened to that car. Not like you see them all the time. I was going to say something negative, and I'm going to withhold from saying something negative. If you just saw what I was pointing at, then you probably read my mind if you know me well enough. You know? See, when I used to live in my place in Ville Saint-Pierre, I used to have a roof like that. Sometimes I think that's why the street was called Du Chalet, because chalet is French for cottage. You see? See what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, getting rid of them old shitty windows, eh? Yeah. There's a Christmas tree for you there. Coming up though somewhere, it used to be this used car dealer across the street here, and even a friend of mine bought a 60 Chevy from this guy a long time ago, and he blew the motor not long after that. It was just a tired old straight six, you know, I think the 235 or something. And I took a couple of pictures there over the years. The guy had a full of cars. I think there was only one of them I saw once again. That was it. I'm trying to remember what it was there the last time I went there. Was there? I think the guy had an Elante there, Cadillac Elante. Not a car you see very often, you know. Oh my God! The only thing I don't like about this walk is I'm just keep going upward, and I'm like, I want to get down, for Christ's sake, get down. Yeah. I think I'm going to stop at that light and take a break. I'd love to actually take a break and sit down for a while. That would be nice. Maybe that's good that my foot's hurting me a bit there, my toe, so that I walk more slowly so my bloody toe doesn't bloody hurt. That's nice, eh? Oh, it's a notary, notary. Yeah. It feels like summer today, man. Can't really complain. I still cannot fucking believe this is a Volkswagen. Like, really. This looks like a Cherokee, really. It looks like a Volkswagen Cherokee. It's called an Atlas. I like the name. I'm sure Atlas is a Greek name, but I don't know what the hell it means. I mean, I think an atlas, I always thought was a book. You know? So I'm trying to think here. This is... I'm trying to remember what the street is here. It's not Fleury. Oh, no, I think it is Fleury, actually. There used to be a Shell gas station garage here, but like any of them that close, they become condos, you know? So that's the way it is. Ordinateur is French for computers. Computers? Ordinateurs. See? There you go. Oh, there's a bench here. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to take a break right here, man. Take a little break. Walk a couple more blocks after that. And I think I'm going to call it a day. Yeah, this guy got George Thorogood playing behind me on his bike. That's hilarious. That's awesome. George Thorogood is the man. Fuck. I don't even know if that guy understood a fucking word I said. That's going to become a condo. And how many times have I filmed that truck alone, you know? Condos, 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 condos. Fucking bullshit, man. This is a weird... I think that's the apartment building. I looked at an apartment once. But what's really weird about it is that look at all those broadcasting antennas on top. I'm pretty sure that's what they are, aren't they? Why in the hell would an apartment building have that? Well, anyway, I'm sure that the owner, landlord, probably gets a big cut out of that. That, or it was maybe just used for that purpose, for the government to keep tabs on all of us in some way that we can't understand. Like that freaking stupid heart project bullshit. Hey? Ooh, yeah, look at that, clouds just building up, building up. I like it. What things are going to be like in 2 hours? That could be interesting. Like I said, if I didn't mention it, chance of a thunderstorm. Boy, I'm glad I sat down for a few minutes. I really needed that rest. You know? Yeah, a lot of construction going on all over the fucking city. If they're not changing the pipes, they're rebuilding buildings. And like I said, building condos and more condos. And it's really, you want to go into a business, you're probably guaranteed a job unless you're an incompetent, is a construction business. I wouldn't fucking do it though. Too loud, too dangerous. You know, what am I talking about? I'm not even physically fit for it anyway. I had a goddamn hernia years ago. You know, I went for a bike ride, last week when I brought my bike to Ed to fix it. And he apparently it's like rides like new. Can't wait to get that going there. We're supposed to film a ride together with one of his Columbia vintage bikes. Also a beach cruiser. Yeah, just taking one of those bikes out of my basement is very annoying, daunting, actually, even. I think this next street here is Sariol. That's another street actually I'm meaning to do a walking video on there sometime. Look at this beautiful 911, man. This is the last of its kind, man. Rear engine, flat 6-cylinder. It's a Carrera S. I'm guessing this is probably, I think early 2000s probably. Why are there so many of these fucking color though? I mean, it's a gorgeous car. I'm telling you, this gray is just not flattering in my opinion for these cars. It's such a shame. That's the second gray Porsche that I filmed in this video. Modern Porsche. And you have a look at all the classic Porsches, you know, whatever, 80s and earlier, they're all like different colors. It's beautiful, you know. Well, different colors, you know, red, yellow, black, blue, white. Oh, this is the guy right here. That's the guy who had all the old cars. I'm gonna take a look here. I was gonna cross the street. I feel too lazy. That's why I got the zoom, baby. I love the zoom on this thing. It's fantastic. It's the eyes I don't have, really. Quite frankly. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to get something to eat. I don't know what. What does that say? Juta? Juta? Ooh, fine arts materials, eh? I can't really see anything in there now, though, with all those bushes. Yeah, used to be a lot of old cars there. Not anymore. Look at that. They're all. It's so symbolic to that time. They're all fucking colorless and boring, from what I see from here, anyway. Yeah, what are you gonna do? That's the way she is. That's the way she goes. That's the way she goes. Look at the construction in this city is unreal. No wonder people are going bananas. I have to admit, I was thinking about that earlier. I forget sometimes, like as much as I dream to own an old car and drive it, I mean, the fact of the matter is, unless you're living in the West Island and places like that, man, there's so much construction going everywhere. It's just nuts to drive in this city. It's really exasperating for people, you know? Especially for people who do that every day. Oh my God, I don't know how they don't go fucking cuckoo. I guess you get used to it. Just like the song, you better get used to it, baby. Woo! You better get used to it. You would think I've gotten used to 45 years without driving, without a driver's license or a car. It's, well, I don't know, there's certain things you get used to, and some of them you don't. I like that tree there, beautiful tree. Oh man, what did I see drive by earlier when I was in, as soon as I got into to the mile end, oh man, I saw Corvair. 65 to 69 Corvair. Nice nice T800 there. A friend of mine took a picture one time though of it, like a 68 Ford or 69 Ford XL. I went up here to look here for it one time. I never found it, unfortunately. It was black. I have like ads for those cars I'll probably never be able to sell. I have ads for certain types of cars, like they could just take years to sell. I like the color in that Toyota. And the old Cavalier. Well, where am I now? Now this looks familiar. Now I'm at Sauvé. You know what? I'm going to stop this here because I've pretty much done the rest of this street more than once even too, so. You see this old fucking, what is this? It's an old Toyota, it's a 4Runner? It's not a 4Runner. It's I can't remember it. What is it? It's a Highlander. There's no way this thing is from here. It's too clean. There's no rust on it. There's no miles on it even. The thing is like 15 years old probably, easily. Yeah, I'm going to finish it right here on Sauvé. And I just reminded myself that, look at the name of this place, Mood. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell, Mood. Fuck, I'm in a good mood, a bad mood. Welcome to the bipolar world. A lot of fun. Look at this guy wearing a mask, fuck. You know, there's nobody around here and wearing a mask. It makes no sense. Feel free, buddy. Live, for Christ's sake. I'm vaccinated, for Christ's sake. You know? Oh my God. I'm sorry, I got a problem with that. You know, the guy's in a bus shelter there. You know, there's nobody around you. Half the population is vaccinated. You know, you're outside in fresh air. Well, what the hell do you need to wear a mask for? People wearing masks in their cars. They're wearing masks when they're walking and they're on their biking. I'm sorry, that is just absolutely nuts. Especially notice that with the younger generation. Complete lunacy. Lunacy, man. They're afraid to die. They think they're gonna fucking die. You know why? Because at that age you get brainwashed easily. That's why. Brainwashing. Look, you wear a mask when it's needed, you wash your hands all the time, you sanitize and whatever, keep distance. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to do all this cockamamie shit wearing a mask all the time. If I gotta wear all the fucking mask all the time, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. That's bullshit. That's where I put my foot down. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much for watching. And thanks to the guy who, whatever your name is, who suggested to make the video on this street in Saint Laurent. If you want to send me something as a gratuity to appreciate what I do and all that, please feel free to. And whether it's whatever, $10 or $1,000, you know, hey, I'm not kidding when I say that. There's some people, they got more money than they know what to do with it. And I'm just a humble, poor guy who loves the city, even though it's driving me crazy. And I want to thank you, by the way, if you had sent me something too. Very much appreciated as well. Check me out on Patreon too. I'm trying to get that going there more, you know, get some more patrons. Then I'll start like putting more, posting more pictures exclusive to them and stuff like that. I don't know, video or working on it. And wishing you all well, and always appreciate your great comments. But as for bullshit comments, like there was one guy there, I blocked him recently. I'm not gonna say who it is, but just, I don't know, he made a lot of snide fucking comments. I didn't appreciate it. Life is too short for bullshit anyway. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna film that truck coming in, and take care and adios. Bye bye.